अभी भी हम मुंबई में हैं। मेरे साथ शेखर कपूर बैठे हैं, फिल्म बना रहे हैं जोशीले। कलाकारों में इनके साथ अनिल कपूर और सनी देओल हैं और बहुत सी हीरोइंस हैं। श्रीदेवी हैं और शेखर कपूर से जब हमने कहा कि आज के इस प्रोग्राम के लिए हम उनसे बात करना चाहते हैं तो कहते हैं कि हिंदी में बात करेंगे कि अंग्रेज़ी में। हमने कहा जो ज़बान आप बोल सकते हैं उसी में बात करेंगे। तो कहने लगे दोनों ज़बानें बोलते हैं लेकिन अंग्रेज़ी में ज़रा ज़्यादा कंफर्टेबल फील करता हूँ। तो आज आपसे उनकी मुलाकात करवाते हैं। ज़बान अंग्रेज़ी रहेगी, उम्मीद है आपको बुरा नहीं लगेगा। Mr. Kapur, you're most welcome in our program.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Such a mess here. What's going on?
A mess?
It's an old building, broken building. Did you just buy this building?
No,
or?
we put up a set. It's all a set.
This is a set just erected for this
just
particular
erected
scene.
for this scene, yeah.
And what is the scene?
Well, it's a see, Joshilay is a fantasy film. And this place doesn't exist in India. It's kind of halfway between something that might exist in Spain, on the borders of Mexico and India. If Mexico and India were together, this would be there, on the borders of Mexico and India. And it's supposed to be a wayside inn, okay? And it's a place where law does not exist. It's a total lawless
People
area.
have law in their own hands.
Absolutely, in their own hands. And it's kind of place doesn't exist in India, but then we make it Indian. You know? The people talk Hindi, and the characters react in an Indian fashion. But I suppose anywhere in the world, if you've seen it in John Ford's westerns, you've seen it in spaghetti westerns, you've seen it in Japanese films. You know,
So it's something like a western.
Well, not quite a western. I suppose it comes closest to being a western. If you take a western genre.
Okay.
If you take let's say a Hollywood genre, then this film comes closest to being a western, but it's not a western.
But isn't it totally different from what you made earlier? Masoom
Oh,
made you a
totally.
big hit.
Totally.
So, I mean, that's a sensitive subject,
also sensitive.
film. And how sensitive can it be? I mean, it's a very rugged-looking place and rugged.
But sensitivity doesn't only belong to weepies, you know. Since sensitivity, let's say, sensitivity belonged to Spielberg, sensitive director. He does. Sensitivity belonged to John Ford. Sensitivity belonged to a lot of films, action films. Sensitivity belongs to all the action films made by, was that Japanese director who made Kagemusha?
Yeah.
What's his name?
I have no idea.
Raju knows. Raju. Hey, Raju, give me the name of the Japanese director, the great Japanese director. Huh? Raju. Give me the name of the great Japanese director. What's his name? Kurosawa, right? Yeah, I mean,
the sensitivity belongs everywhere.
Sensitivity belonged in Seven Samurai. He made there's a sensitivity in that also.
आज के हमारे इस इंटरव्यू में आप शेखर कपूर को इस तरह अपने सारे स्टाफ से, अपने जूनियर आर्टिस्ट से यूँ बात करते देखेंगे क्योंकि हम इस समय इनको खींच के यहाँ पे बिठा के रखे हैं और इनका सेट जो लाइट हो रहा है और कभी कभी शायद बीच बीच में आपके लोग भी आएंगे और आप पूछते रहेंगे क्या करें, बीड़ी पी के दिखाओ या इस तरह से। माचिस। अच्छा, सेंसिटिविटी की बात हो रही थी।
Back to English.
Back to English, of course. Yeah, I have to go back to Hindi and then back to English.
But this is being shown in Canada, right?
This is going to be shown in
they
Canada
all understand
exactly
English,
like that.
right?
Of course, they all understand English.
Understand? You speak in French?
Can you speak in French?
Not for an interview. That's a politically sensitive issue I touched. Huh? I think you've got to cut that out. Okay.
I can't speak French, so no, I'm afraid we will not do the interview in French. We'll do it in English. Okay. I was just going to ask you, we were talking about sensitive movies, and this is sort of, from the outside, it's a rugged-looking film about two very intense characters.
See, look, you look around the set. It doesn't look like a set. Okay, it's a sensitively made set. It's a rugged set. But if you look at the detail in it, there's a lot of the art directors put a lot of sensitivity into it, you know, just to make it look very authentic. I told him I want a place that once was what we call a Haveli. You know, this whole city, this whole little village was once a great village, and there was a guy who'd maintained this, and then lawlessness came into this area, and then people left, and all the lawless elements moved in, and then this was taken over as an inn. So over the years it's degraded. So that's exactly what he's given me. It looks like a place that has gradually degraded over the years. Right?
Why did you come into the film industry?
Well, I was a
The Just like
I was a chartered accountant before that.
you were, and just wanted to become a hero in the beginning, and then what
No,
happened?
well, I just wanted to be in the film business.
Chartered accountant थे आप, and then you left chartered.
Yeah, I used to live in England then.
Oh, where about?
Where? I lived in London.
In London proper.
Almost everywhere in London. You name it, I've lived there.
And then you became very friendly with a very famous film star.
Oh, that wasn't in London, that was here.
That was here.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, yeah.
And did you at that time want to become a film star because of her?
No, I joined the film business and I met her on a film.
And you fell in love.
Whatever that means.
And you wanted to marry her?
Well, I never got to that stage. No.
No. But you're happily married now.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Tell me, Masoom brought you out. Shekhar Kapur, great director.
Yeah.
Did you think at that time you could direct a movie like Masoom? Did you always think that?
Yes.
You always wanted to direct a film.
Yes.
Have you learned it from anywhere? Have you watched anybody?
I've seen a lot of films.
Yeah.
I've never learnt it. I've never read a book on filmmaking, if that's what you mean. I've never been an assistant director, no. But I learned by watching bad films.
Bad films?
Oh, yeah.
Not
You learn,
good films.
if you see a good film, you never learn anything because you're so involved with it.
Yeah.
And if you see a bad film,
Yeah.
or you learn by mistakes. You learn by watching film and say, hey, that's a mistake, that's a mistake, that's a mistake I'm not going to do, that's what I'm not going to do. In fact, I learned by learning what not to do and then did whatever I wanted
Then
to
you
do.
do the positive thing.
Yeah.
Now, when you are setting up, like for example here, you're lighting up this particular
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
Do you have the script ready for this, or
Yeah.
is the script written at the last minute?
Yeah. My short division is all done.
It's all done.
Yeah.
Your shots are locked up, and you know what you want.
Yeah.
It's not like majority of the Hindi films. People usually think that when you just come on the set, that's when.
No, my
the
dialogue's
are
written,
given.
the script is ready. I've got a rough shot division, which then, of course, I start altering
Yeah.
according to the way the actor reacts.
Yeah.
Because however much prepared, at least that's what I see, however well prepared you are.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to take the shot from this over shoulder there, and that's what's in the background.
Yeah.
And suddenly you find somebody moving that way, you find the actor react another way, you suddenly see something more interesting in the set. And you just know it'll be better this way. So there's a lot of creativity on the sets, even in the shot division. So sometimes I just land up with something totally different. But I do come prepared with a certain
In your mind.
certain shot division, written down. But as long as the basic motivation of the scene doesn't
Yeah.
change, that's fine.
Do you? How is your relationship with your stars?
Very good. I get along very well with people. I always do. I think that's pretty basic prerequisite.
You seem to be the youngest director in the film line.
My
Is that-
age is
is that true?
deceptive.
It is?
Oh yes. I'm not going to tell you how old I am.
You know?
Because it's very nice for me for everybody to say, oh, he's such a young director and he made Masoom. I'm not that young.
Do you like to repeat your? Would you like to repeat your subjects? Would you like to repeat your artists?
You see, I wanted to make an action film. I watched too many
But you're
action
such a
films.
soft guy. I mean, you give
How can you
the
tell?
the image of a very softy. I mean, I wouldn't think of you going in the street and just punching someone up. How can you make an action movie?
Well, age is deceptive and appearances are deceptive.
Tell me, have you ever gotten into a brawl with anybody or something like that?
Yeah.
When you were young? Were you a shararti bacha?
No.
No?
Not very well.
A
I was a bit of an
studious type?
introvert. No. But I was an introvert.
Yeah.
Almost all through my life I've been an introvert,
Really?
yeah.
And now, how do you find it now? I mean, so much hustle bustle and people talking, Allah. Do you think you're changing?
No. I don't think I've become an extrovert, but I just like relating to people. I think that's one of the things why I like directing films.
I saw your wife involved in the movie as well.
She's an assistant director. She
is.
keeps continuity.
Yeah.
And it's a very convenient assistant because I have the habit of getting up at 12:30 and want to talk about a shot.
Yeah.
So suddenly at 12:30 she'll wake up in the morning and she has to take a paper and pencil and start taking
Oh, how nice.
taking
And
down
this
a
is
shot.
voluntary or forced?
She seems to enjoy it, but
Yeah.
I think she's talking about assisting somebody else now. It's too much hard work involved assisting me.
Really?
No.
No kidding.
No kidding. I think she'll probably after this go and assist somebody else.
What about your technical equipment? Do you think
See,
you lack something? Or?
Yeah, we lack perhaps. No, look, we use the same cameras. We don't have Panavision here because we use Aeroflex mostly. I think all our cameras in stock are the same. We don't have as good lighting equipment as you do. We don't have as good studio networks as you do. We don't have vans and the support. You know, the support units we don't have. Video, of course, we're totally backward in so far. Our problem comes in recording.
I see.
And
Sound
equipment is not up to the mark. And exhibition, I mean, our theaters are very, very bad for quality.
Sound-wise?
Sound-wise, picture-wise, projection-wise, yeah.
This particular film that you're making now, Joshilay, the set that you are preparing now, can you explain the set a little bit, or the scene a little bit? What's going to be happening?
It's a tall order.
Just a little bit. What are you trying to achieve in this?
See, this film's about two guys after the same man. All right? Anil and Sunny. Two guys after one guy. And they're about to get him. And the story goes is how they become enemies when they want the same man and then become friends. Basically what the film's about. And this is the place where they first meet. They're after this man and this is the last outpost, you know. This is the last bit of whatever civilization is. So everybody here is kind of halfway. They're not quite civilized, they're not quite totally wild. When they move out from here, it's total wilderness. And they're going to move into the deserts and the mountains and looking for this guy. So here's where the first time they come across and they realize that they're after the same quarry, right? And so this is what this whole scene is about.
Do they develop friendship at
No,
this point?
they don't. They just watch each other. They watch each other's capabilities.
I've noticed in yesterday's scene as well, you were trying to get more intense facial expressions.
Yeah, they're different kinds of people. One's a very light-hearted vagabond, and the other is an intense, harsh man. And so they come in, they find out that there's another guy here after the same quarry. So that there's a sense of Sunny first trying to warn him off by, look, this is what I can do. And then Anil shows, well, this is what I can do. Without really meaning it, is that incidents happen in which they develop a healthy respect for each other. That's what this whole thing's about. Yeah. Sounds like a Western.
It does, doesn't it? It does.
But it's not. It's not.
Well, I wish you all the success for this particular film.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be seeing it on video.
Oh no, you don't. See it on screen. It's a CinemaScope film, and it's a big screen film. Video is terrible for big screen films. And you won't see anything because I'm deliberately taking the whole film outdoors in long shots. So in video you won't see anything, just because of that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As you can see from the shots taken at the location shooting of Joshilay, the film eventually did not have Shekhar Kapur's name as director. It had Sibte Hassan Rizvi as the director of the film, and the name was changed to Joshilay Joshilay. But you can see from the way Shekhar Kapur is directing the film that he was really invested in the film. Anyway, we hope that you've enjoyed this.
Let's try one. I just feel that your decisions on your face should be a little more obvious. Okay?
एकदम फटाफट डाल के चले आओ वापस जाओ जाओ आ जाओ एक सेंटर में से पास हाँ फर्स्ट क्लास गुड गुड चलो क्वाइट प्लीज Is he okay there, Sham? Because then becomes for me to catch that. He's not leaving on that. Oh, he's okay. He's okay? Yeah, little back. पीछे पीछे बस. Right. Okay, yeah. Dilar to your right slightly. Okay. Take it. Good.
Just a moment. I'll have to come here. Start on.
Don't move. Clap. Take.
Action.
Fire!
Look up.